Start with some barbell curls today, warm it up a bit. It's again a lot easier than last week. When you start lifting again, it all comes back quick. And you gotta get these more compound lifts in earlier. Okay. We'll probably weird. Okay. Hi guys. So welcome guys. Anybody watching this later? I'm just doing a series of live streams. Started in the beginning of the month, chronicling vegan bodybuilding. So we'll be doing some weightlifting here. Ask any questions regarding veganism. Ask any questions regarding supplements or pills, foods, eating, lifts, safety. I want safety to be a big thing in here. Like before I started filming, did some external rotator exercises, these where you kind of go back and forth. You hit the infraspinatus, supraspinatus, and teres minor. We want to build those out, effectively build them into a shield to protect this rotator cuff. So that's what we do beforehand. I'm not filming that, although I may film that one of these workouts. I think that's good for everybody to know. The safety aspect is paramount. Paramount. If you're lifting weights or you're bodybuilding and you're telling people and guiding them not to warm up, you're doing something wrong. Everybody has to warm up, and specifically for upper body, the rotator cuff needs to be warmed up. All right, so second set, we're doing some easy curls, easy bar curls, updated from last week. We're gonna do 3 sets of 8 here. With these, I like to kind of give a little bit of rock back, a little momentum. We're doing a compound lift, so I don't mind engaging a little more than the main muscles. I don't mind engaging the muscles around. We're going for strength here with these first few exercises. All right, we're gonna try to do 3 sets of 8 here. Got you guys watching me for motivation. Let's see how I do. If you're just getting here, please like and subscribe. That's not too bad. We don't mind a little momentum here. We don't mind a little momentum. If you even watch Arnold back in the day, when he was doing barbell curls, he always put his back into it a little bit because it's compound lift. So you're working a compound array of muscles. We're not just trying to isolate right here. We're trying to get a little bit of this, maybe some rear delt, maybe a little bit of back. 6. Let's try to get 2 more. And let's hit 1 more here. Squeeze a bit. And we lower. Woo! All right. So welcome, guys. Say hi if you want. So you got a few of us in here. On this channel, we do all kinds of stuff. We do live vegan activism once a week minimum. We do educational videos for vegans and non-vegans. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Nice to see you. Don't mind me, I'm just doing a little filming in here. What's up, Steven? How you doing? Amongst other things. So we're starting to get into some lifting here. So this is day 20, getting back into it. Day 20, Steven, getting back into it. And I've 3 pounds of muscle gained. All lifts going up. I feel, that kind of, I don't know, that energy you get from lifting. There's a certain palpable energy that you get from lifting. You know, I run, and that's a certain endorphin high. But lifting, I don't know, it's a different kind of like perpetual high you get during the day. All right, let's see if I can do this. I need a spot, Steven, because I don't know if this one's gonna work. We're going 3 sets of 8, skull crushers. I upped it, I upped it 10 pounds from last week. Okay. Not too bad, but not too good either. 3, 4, 5, not bad. 6, can he do 2 more? We'll see. 1 more. Really important to blow on the way out there. Woo, okay. That wasn't too easy. All right, we got Nicholas in here. You have to inspire me to be unemployed and to smoke crack again to appreciate it. Whatever that means. Nick, welcome. Nick, if you're just getting here, this is a vegan channel. We're here to inspire you to go vegan and to stop eating meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, revitalize your health, lift some weights, eat some healthy food. So, welcome. All right, we're gonna do 1 more set of compounds here before we work into some more isolative exercises. Yeah, welcome guys. Whew. I've always had kind of good arms. Always had good arms. And coming back to lifting, it's nice to see the strength coming back again. Now it's time to kind of try to get back into waking up the chest a bit, the back, and see what we can do this year as far as you know, building out my physique and spirit of my 20s, of where I was in my 20s. So today's buys and tries, guys. And I even think we're going for a big run today too, 7-miler later on. So the running doesn't stop. You know, running, if you guys are in here, you're curious about running, I honestly think running is one of the best things we can do. It gives us a time to get out there, have some solace, time with our thoughts, time with ourselves. It's almost like a meditation of sorts. And it's very hard. I honestly think running is full stop harder, a lot harder than lifting in general. It just is. I mean, you can't stop, you're there. It's absolutely, it becomes kind of torturous at a certain time. But at a certain threshold, you hit this where the torture just dissolves and it's all becomes automata. But I think it's really a ceremony of, a real ceremony of grit, really. And I love lifting too. I think it's a different paradigm. I think it's a paradigm of kind of consistency, different stress testing, different tactics to hit different muscles, you know, building out different formulas, rest periods, work, heavy work, light work, isolating. And it's kind of a different paradigm. But running, I encourage everybody to run just as per it's just ceremony. It's just a ceremony. And I guess I've been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now. And I can't stop. Like even right now, like I'm starting this new kind of lifting thing, but running is still my spine. It's my spine, my kind of, you know, underlying thing that I'll always be doing. All right. Next up, this is my last set. I'm hoping that I can do this. We're gonna do 3 sets of 8. Chest out a little bit. 1, 2. Can you get the 8? Okay, 3 more, guys. I'm gonna need some motivation here. 2 more. Now for the real pusher, 1 more set, or 1 more rep, or 1 more rep. 1, 2. I don't mind a little back momentum on these. I don't mind a little bit of sway. Compound lift. We're going for compound recruitment. Okay. Not bad. Oh. Okay, last set. Okay. This one's going to be a little tough. 3 sets of 8. This is the 3rd set of 8 here. Any questions in the chat regarding lifting, supplementing, pills, let me know. Any questions regarding veganism, definitely let me know. If you're watching this and you've been thinking about going vegan, or you're kind of like curious, what's this vegan thing all about? Thank you for being here. That's this channel's whole MO, is to share information and to let you guys know that you don't need anything from an animal. No meat, no cheese, no milk, no eggs, no seafood, no honey. In fact, it only harms you. And in fact, our bodies are made to run off of plants, 100% and solely. All right, 3rd set. Oh, this is hard. I don't think the next 3 are coming. Woo. Woo. 5.5. All right, we're gonna do 1 more compound. We're gonna shock the muscles a little bit. Arnold back in the day always talked about shocking the system. And how he did that was keeping the body guessing. Keeping the body guessing. You throw it something it's not going to see coming. You know, we're going to blast it with a few 2 reps, 3 reps, with some heavy now extensions and heavy curls. Oh boy. What's up, Pip? What's going on? Nice to see you. Pip, have you started reading the book at all? Here we got Critter. Critter says, do you take a B12 as a supplement? No, I do not. The beautiful news is B12 is fake. It was created in a lab. It only hurts you. It helps you to no extent. It's made of essentially 3 things. Cyanide, bacteria, and it's a mystery bacteria that could hail from dairy waste runoff, GMO waste, or sewage sludge, and then lab-made cobalt. So don't take B12, anybody watching this. It's a unicorn that doesn't exist, never has existed. It was a narrative created by industry to weaponize against veganism, also to monetize to the scale of $600 million a year, which it currently makes right now. Thank you, Lobo. Oh, that's awesome, Pip. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I'm probably going to read it again. I think I want to read it again. Maybe in a little bit, you know. it's a book that I feel like has a lot of replay value. But yeah, thanks guys. Anybody just getting here? I see we got 14 of you in here. We're just doing some lifting. We lift about, I try to film them as much as I can now, but we've been doing it about 3 times a week. Lobo says, play with your hair some more, bald head. Okay. Lobo, how old are you? Are you 12? There should be some kind of filter to yield people even coming in here. No offense if you're, a teenager, but it's all good. Pip says, I love the way Will talks about the storms across the seas and the various calms, symbolizing the emotions experienced as you go along. Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Low key, he's an amazing writer and an author as well. He just took writing and became just proficient at it. And I think he first started really with the World Peace Diet. That was his maiden voyage. And then all of a sudden, all this other, this whole wellspring of information blooms from him, and he just writes and writes and writes, like Intuitive Islands, World Peace Way, Food for Freedom, and just so articulate and just perfectly put together. But yeah, the way he curates things, or the way he curates his writing and the way he writes is amazing. But with the storms, all the metaphors in the book. And I think the first island is the island of understanding. So I guess you're there, right? Unless you made it to the second island, which I can't remember. I feel like it's the island of energy. I'm not 100. But, oh, thanks, Steven. Yeah, get that person out of here. We want eager, listeners. Okay. So my last set, I'm gonna try to do a few sets here of 2 or 3 reps. I like to use a little bit of sway here just to get the back. Just to get the whole body involved. Ooh, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for the second one. Okay, 2 sounds good. Next up. Oh boy. Let's try to do a few here. This might be a 1 or 2 as well, just to shock the body a little bit, just to shock us up. Okay. 1, 2. Kind of couldn't really go all the way down on that one, but that's okay. And that's it. Way too tough. But that's what I wanted. Just a little bio-shock for the system. Now we'll move on to the next set, next exercise, which will be some hammer curls. Hammer curls and inline tricep extensions. Oh boy. Island of energy. Oh, so cool. Awesome. Yeah. I honestly can't remember much about that island. All right, so I'm thinking hammer curls today with 35s. Steven, you still in here? Did you see me and Will's talk on intuition? The live stream? I just referred, oh, you are, okay, cool. I imagine that a person trolling you while you work out is probably with a pint of ice cream and a cigarette. Yeah, no, thanks, Steven, I appreciate you. In fact, let's make both of you guys, let's make Pip a moderator too in here. Add as moderator. Pip, you're a moderator now. Thank you. Yeah, the trolling, I mean, we don't need those guys in here, right? I mean, they come in to do that. It's kind of funny. We can you're cute, whatever you think you're cool. But yeah, it's time to send them on a full ride to another live stream. But Steven, did you see me and Will's intuition live stream? All right, here we go. We're gonna try another 3 sets of 8 with hammer curls here, hitting that brachialis, right in that center knot in the middle of the biceps. Okay, cool. You've got to check that one out. I actually just referred our good friend Chip. He's been blowing me up on Instagram with just comments, and I just can't get anywhere with him. So the last thing I told him was go watch me and Will's live stream on intuition, because he doesn't even know what it is. And I think it's just, this is the big, when we cultivate our inwardly, we cultivate our intuition, it kind of builds out this utility to wisely discern between truths and deceptions, right? That's what it does. It helps you put a kind of truthful purview on things. And the whole hour is great because me and Will, mainly Will, I'm just asking questions. And the book we were talking about was a book that Pip's actually reading right now called Your Intuitive, or the book's called Your Inner Islands, I can't remember the subtext, Intuitive Keys to Living or something like that, but Your Inner Islands is the name of the book, and we kind of touched on that in the live stream. And in the whole live stream, we unpacked intuition and what it is. And I know you mentioned, Stephen, you read The Power of Now, which has a lot of kind of synchronicities to intuition. So I think you'd love the live stream too. I mean, it's just Will, who's a Zen monk or Korean, Zen monk for 10 years, talking about cultivating the inner knower. So check it out. I got it in the playlist. Oh yeah, the book is unbelievable. Absolutely terrific. All right, let's do some lying tricep extensions. And we're gonna do 35s today. We'll see how this goes. This might be a little heavy. Especially after the easy bar skull crusher. So I might move down to 30s. Actually, no, we'll keep it heavy. We'll do heavy this week. Let's fly through another set. Try to go for not too much rest here. Right into the hammer curls. But anybody just getting here, you have any questions on exercise or diet or pills and supplements, veganism, any questions on veganism, let me know. I'm here to Q&A while we're going through our workout here. And I'm thinking about next month joining a gym. I was watching John, the bodybuilding vegan. You guys might know him. He was doing a live stream last night. So I went in there and I was like, dude, we can just bring these cameras into gyms. And he's like, yeah, he was doing some leg presses. He's like, yeah, bring them in. Because I mean, they're all filming us anyway. So it makes sense. And we can do live streams from a gym, like a bigger gym with more compound equipment. So that might be cool if I can get that going in the next few months here. And maybe, you know, you go in wearing vegan t-shirts. I'm thinking there's a possibility for outreach in the gym. You know, a t-shirt just prompts its own conversation. You know, that one day I was running, remember that, Pip? That was, Steven, you might've seen it. I was actually thinking of making a little video touching on that because I never really touched on that. Just like a little reaction video with it up in the corner and then me pausing and stuff. And we could just talk about the efficiency of vegan t-shirts. Like you're in a gym wearing a big vegan t-shirt that says compassion and for the animals on it. Makes people think, you know, and it can start conversations. All right, back to lying triceps. Oh. Oh. Golly. It's harder than I want it to be. All right. I don't think 6 is happening. Oh. All right, that was my second set there, right? Yeah, so you got one more of hammers, and we'll go right into that. But yeah, there's a gym near my house, and it's a 24/7 gym. So that actually could be cool for doing some live streams where I have the whole place kind of to myself too. And I'm kind of all over the map as far as my hours. So you never know, 3 a.m. live workout. It's a 24/7 gym though. We'll see if I end up joining it. Because the thing is, if you're really trying to bodybuild and put some muscle on like I am, we're gonna need more than this. This is what we got. Let me show you guys. We go up to 50s, that's it. We go up to 50s. And then we got these 2 benches. And then we got this. And this is like you can do cables and stuff. We got a lot of 45s, but there's no flat bar or any kind of flat benching we can do here. Then we got all this Nautilus stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of. The thing is with these, I like the hammer strength a lot more, because these kind of put your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, you kind of concede them to a dictated line of motion where you don't have full mobility and really muscle recruitment available. You're kind of on this dictated line of motion where you have to go this certain route. Let's see if I can do this back how it was. And it's actually not, I don't think it's the healthiest for as far as injury goes either. Okay, let's see. 2 more sets, 1 more set of hammers, 1 more set of lying extensions. But yeah, anybody else in the chat, say hi if you're just first time in here, and hang out. This is a vegan outreach channel by design, but we've kind of proliferated it into a bit, kind of broadened our canvas a little bit with things. But if you're interested in anything vegan, ask a question. All right, last set here. 1. Can you get to 8? 2. I'll tell you one thing. In the last 20 days, 4. I've definitely seen a vast improvement and a really accelerated improvement in a myriad of things. The lifts, we've gained weight, solid 2 pounds of muscle. Okay, let's try to squeeze the top of this one. And we keep the eating intuitive. We don't start garbage disposaling in. Like when I was really lifting and just going nuts. Eating everything in sight. All the supplements, pile them on, Cell Tech, Muscle Tech, boom, 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 creatine, amino acids, pre-workout, post-workout. I was also eating everything in sight. I think bodybuilding, and I don't think the traditional or the kind of born definition of bodybuilding has a monopoly on the definition of bodybuilding. I think bodybuilding is whatever you want it to be. I think it can be in the definitive sense, like building a body, getting bigger, lifting weights, eating. You know, you don't necessarily have to compete. You don't necessarily have to go on stage. That's just the born kind of commercial definition of, right? But I've been eating intuitively, so I've been eating a lot more because my body is asking for it. When you lift weights, your body asks you to eat more. But I don't force myself to eat, I just eat when I'm hungry. And still, we put on a solid 2 pounds of muscle in the last 20 days. How do you deal with DOMS? D-O-M-S. Honestly, I'm not, can you amplify on that, Pip? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, gotcha, Steven. Yeah, sometimes just, but they're so expensive, aren't they? Like a pair of 50-pound dumbbells is like $100, I feel like. Delayed onset muscle soreness. Oh, got you. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't really heard the acronym, Pip, but I get it, what that is. Yeah, you know, I always like the feeling of being sore after a workout. I got the roller back at the house. I got the tennis ball. I have an SMR, you know, the self-myofascial release kind of roller for the hammies, for the back. I love that, actually, that feeling, that post workout muscle soreness feeling. You know, I think it's I guess a sign that the body is a little bit shocked, and you know, our bodies are so intuitive. These machines are so intuitive. They will just pair whatever void they sense and then rebuild, you know, proportionally. Kind of cool, I guess. I only have dumbbells up to 45s, an easy bar with plates, and a chin-up bar and a bench. Oh, cool. You still got the bench, though. That's key. Oh, great question. Yeah, I'm doing like 3 days a week. So Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, Saturday this week. So I do take some rest for sure, Pip. But I might work running into there. You know, a little bit of running into those days where I'm not lifting. But I think today I'm actually going to run too. But like, my perfect setup, and I have not adhered to it with the discipline that I have intended this month, is a 3 day a week. I have been doing that, but in between, like some runs in between. It's been incredibly cold outside, but I have all the gear to keep me warm. I just have been a little lackadaisical along those lines. But yeah, I think rest with the lifting, I think you really have to rest unless you're on drugs. But if you're on drugs, and I know nobody in here is on drugs, but I mean, you could probably keep going because you're putting that artificial, you know, terrible stuff into your body that can help the body in a very artificial, fake way, a very temporary way, be able to work out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row. 5 days a week, stretch every day. Yeah, that's awesome. And the stretching key too, right? And I'm sure you warm up a lot too, Steven. And Steven, you've been working out for a long time too, right? I think. But that's awesome. Yeah, stretch every day is important. Big time stretch. I've been getting back to my evening stretches where I'm trying to get my limberness back. Cool, that's awesome. All right, I think my last set here, actually we hit that last set, right? So next up, I'm gonna kind of finish up the workout with some concentration curls, and then probably something to just kind of burn us out, maybe some press downs. But I like concentration curls because they really hit that knot and they really isolate, right? So let's see if we can hit this right with some concentration curls. 3 sets of 8, 35 pounds, and then head out over for some press downs to finish out the triceps. All right, let's see how this is. Now, my first day of lifting, I could not do 3 sets of 8 with this, and this is 20 days ago, so let's see how far I've come in 20 days. Kind of cool to see the growth, you know, in a short period of time at the beginning. I mean, it is kind of the magic of the beginning. Things equilibrate and plateaus happen, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool, not too bad. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's almost like my left is a bit stronger. Okay. All right. And I'll finish up with press downs after these, but I'm gonna do 2 more sets of these first. Anyway, you guys got any fun plans for today? I have a nice day off, so I'll be relaxing a little bit. Gonna make myself probably a nice big breakfast. I just got this, my wife just went shopping not so long ago. We got a big container of grapes, some fruit. I might cook up some tofu, maybe make a little tofu steak or something along those lines for breakfast. We'll see. All right, second set. Round it up. I'm really feeling the pump, you know? Really feeling the pump right now. Such a good feeling. 1, 2. Oh, markedly harder. 3, 4, especially at the end. Okay, maybe get one more. A little spot for my other hand. In fact, we can probably spot this the whole way. And get to 8. 2 finger spot, 2 finger spot. All right. 1, 2, really isolating. Really love this one. This was like the first exercise I ever started doing when I was, but a young lad. I think I was 12 years old. And I think at some point I told the story of how my dad, it was just too early for me to get weights apparently. So I went out into the woods. I got 3 more. And I got this big ass rock. I put it in a towel. And I started curling it because I just wanted to do concentration curls. Or I wanted to do curls. You know, kind of funny in retrospect, this big rock in my bedroom. You know, just lifting it. Okay, we're gonna do 1 more set of this. And then on to press downs. Oh, cool, that's awesome, Pip. Yeah, it's great, and you feel great afterwards too. You know, you really do. It's a great feeling that when you do it in the morning, and some people like doing it at night too, it just vitalizes you in a way, wakes up your body, wakes up the grid, and even gives you an endorphin high for your day, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So, oh, that's awesome. All right, last set. But remember those warm-ups too. Like when doing the weights, the biggest thing is the little warm-ups for the rotator cuff, right? Like these, where you're lying down, like basically like this. It looks like it's just one of those exercises. Maybe you already know about it, but it looks like you're doing nothing, but this is an insanely effective exercise for building out the external rotators. Get that shield going at your shoulder. I also like doing knees just to warm up my shoulders a bit. Anything to get blood going in that area. Crucial, right? Oh boy, all right, it's my last set for curls. And I don't know if I'm gonna get, well, I'm definitely not gonna get to my mark, but we'll spot with my other hand to get there. Ooh. It feels so solid, the concentration curls. Like, you just, really feels like you're hitting 100% the bicep, you know? Golly, it's hard. Okay, little spot, 2-finger spot from the other arm. Okay, one more. Okay. Okay, this is where we're gonna fail, and we're gonna bring in the other arm a little bit to spot. Yeah. Whew. It's kind of a cool little benefit of doing one arm exercises like this. You can get a little spot from your other arm to assist you in getting all the reps. Cool, not bad. Oh, not bad. All right, for my last one, I'm gonna do some press downs. Oh boy. Let's see here. Press downs. I know you guys have probably seen these before. This. Just gonna hit that tricep, burn it out a little bit. Might even go a little higher than 8 reps. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I gotta put this up a little bit. Man, lifting gets your heart beating too, you know? It's just great, it just feels good. Okay, bye Pip. See you later, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Oh shit, okay. All right, last exercise. The tricep press down. You look good. How long have you been working out? Oh, thank you. Well, you know, in general, I guess working out since I was the tender age of 12 years old. So a solid 30 years. But my lifting has kind of tempered on and off. This year we're getting back into lifting, but thank you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, you know, I lift, I don't eat meat or cheese or milk or eggs, and still, you know, still just as strong, if not stronger than, you know, I was in my heyday. Well, maybe not at my peak. When I was at my peak, I was just, but I was eating everything in sight. To give me the supplements, give me the pills, give me the, steroid proxies. Not actual steroids, but they had these pills that were like supposedly anabolic, and I take them too. But when you eat clean and you don't eat all that stuff, you're a much more efficient machine for exercise and for working out. So that's what we're doing over here on this channel. This is part of the plants and weights chapter. Last set. Oh yeah. Our last exercise. We're feeling the triceps here after 3 fantastic exercises. Now I'm feeling the bicep really tighten up. It's got a lot of blood going on there. Nice pump, and the tricep is just locked. Okay. This might even be too light. We went with 80 here. Okay. We're gonna have to up it. We're gonna have to up it. Go to 90. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Diablo. Like and subscribe if you can. I'm gonna start doing these as much as I can, guys. I have found a love for live streaming and just going live. So now we have the workouts, maybe 3 days a week. We got, at least once a week. We got the Friday live streams on just challenging profit engines and the such, mainly with vitamin B12 right now. And then we have the outreaches on Saturdays. So yeah, I thought last Saturdays was pretty good. I was kind of tight on time, but I was able to already extrapolate some good content. And now, I don't know if this is new or not, but now you can build out short videos, and I'm probably late to the party, honestly. I build out short videos, which I already launched one yesterday, but I got 2 more I've timed for tomorrow morning and Friday. So it's more streamlined. You can just capture, edit, make the short, and then schedule it for launch on whatever daytime you want. So I got a short coming out tomorrow at 9 a.m. and a short coming out Friday at 9 a.m. But that live stream was pretty good. It was a good, healthy mix, I thought. I had some trolls, some real life trolls. And then their dad, who was seemingly also a troll. But that kind of got cut short. We had some really nice, amazing individuals that stopped and listened and took cards. And everybody, nobody's not, we've all just been lied to, We're all walking around just following orders from profit narratives, and depending on what trajectory we're on or how deep kind of our true nature's been buried, it's just a matter of sharing that we've been lied to by these profit engines, But some people were nice, some people were more standoffish. You're gonna have a healthy mix when you go out to do outreach. Kind of brings a sense of wonder and adventure actually to the ceremony of, so. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. One more set after this, and then that's it. All right, guys, last exercise, and we're taking off for the day. Right now, we're doing the plants and weights workouts in my home gym, but like I was saying earlier on in the stream, we may move into a gym with a bigger utility, kind of a broader canvas, broader terrain. It could be more exciting, I think, for live streams. Plus, I don't know why I think everywhere we go, we should be wearing vegan t-shirts, honestly. I'll be wearing vegan t-shirts at the gym. It's all in spirit of sharing. If we can be billboards, why not be billboards for the vegan movement? And it's a non-action. You're already reaching for a shirt. You're already gonna put a shirt on, so it's a non-action. Vegan print. And I'm working on some shirts right now for my store, so I'll keep you posted on that. that, I've actually drafted out one. I haven't got it ready. I want it to be perfect. I don't want it to be shitty, thoughtless, and just non-curated. So I'm trying to be really thoughtful into some of the shirts I'm building out right now for my channel. But if we can, we're at a gym, we're running, we're at a gathering, we're at the mall. I think it's always great to optimize with a vegan t-shirt. I'm not saying I do it all the time, but I think if we can, you know, when we can, why not? It's a non-action, especially the gym. You know, I'm thinking the gym is great for that because, you know, people are in the health mindset, and people might be curious, and people might want to like ask you about that. And you know, even if they don't, it just invokes a presence for the animals. It just does. So vegan t-shirts, let's go. But yeah, I'll keep you posted on, you know, if I join a gym, which would probably be in the next few months. We'll see if I outgrow this one. It just doesn't have, I don't think it really has as much as I really want. I want a flat bench so I can get back into the heavy benching, because that was really one of my favorite exercises. All right, back to press downs. Last set, we're up, taking to 100. Keeping the back straight. Elbows tucked. Think of the triceps pressing down the weight. It's the triceps doing the work. This is an isolator. Unlike those first few exercises we did. This is an isolator. Okay. Okay. Last one. Boy, that's it. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for watching this episode of Plants and Weights, because plants and weights is all it takes, guys. No pills, no supplements, definitely no B12, definitely no vitamin D. And you don't need supplements, you know? Supplements are definitely framed as this healthy thing that you're doing for your body. But who is that framed by? It's framed by the businesses that own them. It's framed by the businesses that came up with them. It's framed by the money makers that benefit from them. So you don't have to put the supplements. Absolutely. Thank you, Stephen. Thanks for being here. I'll see you, I guess, maybe Thursday. Thursday is chest and back, so I'll probably be doing chest and back Thursday. Shoulders on Sunday. And maybe I'll throw some legs in there, you know. I realized that Clara was in here last week, and when I mentioned that I do running for legs, she said, that's not a thing. She said that, and I didn't realize till after the workout what that meant. So I see. But legs are important too. I can't skip leg day, so maybe I'll throw some leg extensions in there too on Sunday. We'll see. Stay tuned for the possible leg extensions. We'll see how that goes. All right, Steven, thanks, man. I'll catch you later. Thanks for your constant support. Thanks for getting that troll out of there earlier. You know, I appreciate you, man. All right, have a great day, sir. I'm gonna go try to do the same. And everybody else watching, have a great day. All right, bye, guys.